the people with some of the most actual need are very like afraid to claim the benefits that they are entitled to for fear that it's going to take something away from someone else. I had several people be like, "Oh, well, I can't claim unemployment because there's someone who makes less than me and they probably need it more." And I was like,
take it while you can get it.
Please take it. Right. It wasn't related to the PPP, in which there clearly was a limited amount of funds.
But even still,
none of the people I'm talking to are not Shake Shack. Okay. But to your point, it's always the people who are critical of a system that gives handouts who are the first in line to be like, all right, let's get that money in here, even though I don't really need it. But then on the flip side, like the people I know with a lot of need are afraid to take from someone else by claiming what they need.
Well, I think a lot of it is tied up in identity. You know, I think a lot of people want to think of themselves a certain way and are very aware, and not wrongfully so, that bad people, but people nonetheless, will have, you know, perceptions of them if they talk openly about losing their job or having to apply for government assistance or any of these things. Like, there's a huge, huge shame factor involved. And I think hopefully this massive shift will show people like you can put endless amounts of work and time and resources into your job and create a whole identity around it. And when most, not all, but when most employers are going to make a calculation and they draw a line and you fall below it, like, sorry, bitch, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting what you said about identity, because my husband has been working his entire life. You know, he was, as soon as you're legally allowed to work, he was like scrubbing dishes in a hotel, and he was a maid at a hotel. And then as soon as he left high school, he did a work-study program for a year of college and then dropped out because he was working in the shop and he got a job offer. And he's been like building this career ever since as a stagehand, and he has really kind of had this remarkable success story of like going from like working at the hotel making beds and then like falling into this career that's like a 6-figure job with union benefits, like seems super secure. And I think like it took him from 19 to 34 to get there, and like that was it. And now that that's gone, I think there's a huge identity piece of like, it's not just about the loss of income, it's about like the loss of feeling like you're a productive member of society who felt like you were able to like accomplish a lot of the things and do a lot of the things through your hard work and your perseverance. And I think like we definitely know that the narrative of hard work doesn't always equal success and financial gain. But like, I think just watching that kind of, that maybe the American dream kind of like crumble in front of him, which I think it has for so many people for so long, in so many different groups. But even watching it happen to someone who, I don't know, I'm just going down a rabbit hole here and I don't have a really good way of wrapping that up. I don't know. What you said about identity really resonated with me, because I'm watching my husband struggle with it, because he's like, and I think everyone has at some point, like I did all the right things and I had the secure job, and like I got like all the things I was supposed to get in place, and just how does it all mean nothing? And I think unfortunately that's been true for a lot of marginalized groups and populations for a long time. But I definitely, that to my point before, like I hope that this is just like a wake-up call that nothing is safe if the system doesn't support you when things fall apart.